You know, I feel like in the movie, there's gonna be a moment in the scene where they just gonna sit down and reflect, and I feel like they're gonna go to like a moment or like a flashback with the child of
Yeah,
what they did, man.
I
I
know. That's going to set me off right there.
Yeah, yeah,
That's going to set me
yeah.
off. I
I'm
know
a, I'm
that.
a, I'm gonna have to step out of the theater for a quick second.
When I welcome you to the fifth dimension, our only intention is to take you higher. I'm feeling some type of way. What can I say? Assalamu alaikum, namaste, out the way, out the shade in the sun. Thank you, Ray. Hallelujah for today to the most high, Lahaim, I'm off. Time out of time, timeless. I'm forever. If the pressure couldn't stop me, why would
Welcome to the Fresh Mint Podcast. We'd like to thank you for joining us, and we need you to like and subscribe. We're going to be on YouTube, and we're on YouTube, and we are on our normal podcast stations. We have Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and a number of others. So please subscribe and like our shows. Tonight we are going to talk about Wakanda Forever trailer, and that we're really looking forward to that movie coming out. Black Panther was epic. It was the highest grossing film in Marvel history, and we had the loss of Chadwick Boseman, and we now have a situation where there is a faction of people who want T'Challa, the character that Chadwick played of T'Challa, the Black Panther. They want it recast, and there are others who want to take it to a different level, and want to continue with the legacy as the not just the character, um, the actor, and the character are now one. So they want to move on from T'Challa. So there are two opposing views of how we should move forward with Black Panther. Um, but Wakanda Forever is a tribute, as far as I can see, to Chadwick, and they are really putting forth a sweet storyline for this movie. So we're going to review the latest trailer. We're probably going to take a look at the teaser and the trailer because there's a lot to see. There's a lot to unpack from those two views that they put out from Marvel.
Right.
So, well, first off, let me introduce Josh Mintz. He
What's going on, everybody? As you can see, we're not together now.
right, we're not
I'm
in the same
I'm in
studio.
We're in the same studio. I'm in my dorm in school. I'm at school, so this is what they go through right now.
Yeah, so
But
we had a delay in getting back to business because
yeah,
Josh Mintz had some technical difficulties. His computer got caught in the rain
yeah,
on his campus, and so we were shut down for a little while before we can get back to doing our business. So we are really behind in our episodes, but keep looking out for us. We have a lot of stuff lined up during that time of hiatus,
oh
and
yeah. We got a lot of stuff. So
we have a lot of
you got
stuff lined up. So please keep an eye out for it. We're going to definitely put out emails and look for the new episodes coming soon. And right
stay
now
tuned.
we are doing Wakanda Forever. I'm looking forward, highly looking forward to this show coming out. So we're going to start with taking a peek at. Let's take a look at the teaser, okay, first, and then we'll come back to
We'll
the new
come
one.
back
To okay, so I want to look at the teaser first.
Mm, mm, wow, wow.
So
That got me emotional watching it. I watched it for the first time, and just just seeing everything's change from how the first one was compared to this one.
yeah,
It like the vibe is just ooh man,
there was a lot to it. There's a lot.
yeah.
There's a
And one
lot.
thing one thing I really like don't see that much now.
Mm,
I don't see Killmonger,
right. I mean, there are questions about uh
his part,
yeah, what happened to Killmonger? A lot of
right?
people are wondering, you know, where is he?
Because he was a big part in the last one. He was a
Yeah.
big part in the last one.
Is he
So
going to return? Is he dead?
right,
Um but I mean, got to think about Killmonger requested
right.
that he be buried in the water. That they would take his body to the water, and a lot can be happen at that point. Once you're talking about the water has a big role in this new movie. So and
Yeah,
Namor, which we're going to get to, is the king of the sea. So um, anything could have happened to Killmonger at that point. So there's been rumors that he was going to be the new Black Panther. There's been rumors that he was going to return. Um, I mean, we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. I mean, but there was a lot to unpack just from the teaser. The teaser alone was very emotional. There's a lot of power in that song. There was a lot of power in the clips that they gave us to look at. Um,
yeah.
it was hot. That was that
The ending is hot too, man.
that was very
Showing
exciting.
showing the little nails
Right.
come out, the
The,
claws.
the claws come out and
That suit, man. That suit look clean. That suit look clean.
you know
Whole different suit.
yeah, a whole
Um,
different suit. Um, you know, there's a lot that can be done with that. We don't know exactly where it stands. Um, I mean,
see,
I know from the books that Shuri becomes a Black Panther at some point. We
yeah,
don't know
like
how they're going to follow that storyline or what's going to go on at this point right now.
yeah, because I feel like because in the first one, you know, T'Challa, there was a moment where his father died in
In Civil, that
in
was Civil War,
Civil
right?
War, and he kind of reflective talking to his father and like when he was buried with
Oh,
that,
the ancestral plane,
right. So to this with this one, I want to know what this one's gonna be like. You know,
right?
is she gonna reflect to the moment she had with T'Challa?
Right.
And,
Where is she gonna? Where? Right.
right?
Now,
You
we
get what I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah, we know that Killmonger burned the herb
Right.
and the
Yeah.
whole the area where they cultivated the herb,
Right.
but the scientist that Shuri is would synthesize something like that. I'm sure she had done that long before he even had that opportunity. She's a person that's going to do experimentation on things. She's going to continue to test and figure things out and look toward the future, anticipate any kind of issues that might come up where other people aren't thinking about. Shuri is already thinking about, okay, suppose something happens here. What is our contingencies?
Right.
So, and I think that she has synthesized the herb in her lab,
Yeah.
and
And that's what she did. That was her part in the last movie.
that's what she does.
That's what
That's
she does.
and so I'm thinking that um, that will take whoever is going to be the next Panther to the ancestral plane, and I'm of the mind that that scene where the fire is coming down in the
Yeah.
throne room,
Yes.
that might be her on her transition to the ancestral plane, and I think that that could be the scene. I don't
right.
know, but
You
I
might
mean,
be.
I like to play with some of those things, but I don't know. But I mean, I think that
Well,
could be that part of that transition because um, fire brings purity. But I mean, I know that she, you know, is in a lot of pain over the loss of her brother,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
also,
That's why I was it was kind of reflecting with T'Challa with his father.
right, the same way,
Is this going to be the same way
same way,
with her brother?
right, right,
You know,
yeah,
is she gonna have that moment where all those things she did to help her brother with um what he had to do? So we'll see, man.
yeah. We'll see, we'll see.
I'm looking forward to it. Man. I can't wait till it comes out. I can't wait. But
And
that trailer got it almost got
that
me
was just, and that was the teaser.
Yeah, that was the teaser.
That was the teaser, and it showed a lot. Um, I noticed that uh, Aneka, who is played by Michaela Coel,
Mm-hmm.
um, she's undercover as a person on that boat in that lab, and when those soldiers come in there and
Yeah.
try to take over that lab, and there's at some point she takes off of her head guard, and you can see the traditional Dora Milaje type of her head, the way her scalp is, and but there was a uh, an elite squad of the Dora called the Midnight Angels, and I believe that she's one of them because the Dora normally wore the red,
Right. They wore the red.
but she was wearing like a bluish teal
Like
and green, and I believe that she's one of those Midnight Angels who were the elite squad of the
Right.
Dora Milaje. Now, the Dora themselves, just alone, were an elite fighting group.
Yeah.
So the Midnight Angels were an offshoot of them, and I think Michaela Coel is a part of that group. And there was some infighting at one time in the books amongst them, but I do believe that she will have a major role in
In the movie.
in the movie and how this is going to turn out. Um,
And Ironheart, as played by Dominique Thorne,
right.
I think her part is gonna be what Shuri was doing with T'Challa.
Because she's also a very smart girl.
Right.
She has a grant or something from Tony Stark.
Stark.
This is
Right.
why, and
Yeah.
then she was into, you know, that kind of flow of dealing with the Iron Man and so forth. So, and he was sponsoring her in some way. So, yeah, Ironheart, uh, she's got some. Her and Shuri have a connection. They're going to bring her into this at another. She's another a person that's going to be on a high level of what's going on. But the antagonist, uh, Prince Namor, King Namor. My gosh.
Yeah.
Story has been modified, and I think for the better. For the better, uh, with the Mayan, Aztec, um, historical pieces that they put into this, there's I don't see anything wrong with the way that they're depicting Namor in this film from all those years of seeing the character in the comic books. Uh, Young people like yourself will be introduced to Namor in this fashion, which I think is a better look coming up now, for that character. And he's played by Tanak Huerta. And I love the scene in the trailer.
I liked his suit too. There was like one scene when they showed him
Yeah,
in the teaser.
right.
I like how his suit is. So I'm looking forward to what his part is
There's a
going
lot,
to be.
and just with the majesty and the majesty and all of the the flow and pomp and circumstance of the African nation and the majesty of the kingdom and the royalty is the same thing with the T'Challa. I mean, with the Namor character with his people,
Right.
and I believe that there's a lot of things that they have in common, more so than what they have against each other. But it's probably a situation where they're both being manipulated to go against each other. You know, we're gonna take a look at that at the latest trailer, which is what we wanted to talk about tonight, and I'm gonna take a peek at that, and I want to bring you in on that one. That's another beautiful scene and trailer that we're going to take a look at right now. Let's take a peek. Who we are.
Ooh.
Whew.
Wow. Wow. Oh man.
Okay, man.
Ooh.
Yo,
That suit was sick.
okay, so let's go start with
I just
the music.
speaking of, yeah,
Oh my gosh. I mean,
that got me chills.
um, and the way they opened it up again,
I like how it says who we are.
show them who we are.
Show them who we are.
There's a couple of things that played into the first one. Uh, let's. I want to go back to the music in a second, but one thing that stood out to me also was Riri when she was in her suit and she got that thing rolling up, going up. She said, "Let's go!" Right,
Right.
now, you remember when T'Challa was in that club and Claw was in there, and
Right.
they had the shootout,
Yeah.
and they chased him outside, and Shuri had set up the car for him,
Yes.
and he ran out after the car and jumped on top of it. And then, so then she said, "Let's go!"
Yes.
When he jumped on top of the car,
Yeah.
and she jumped into the modified version where she was at
Right.
in the
Yeah.
lab.
In the lab. Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah.
and it's the same exact way
Yeah.
that Riri did when,
Yeah.
you know, so that stood out to me as like, oh, okay, that's an Easter egg in a sense.
Yeah. I
But
agree with that. I agree with that.
the song was so powerful. The
Yeah.
drums, Sampa the Great. The song is Never Forget. We got Chef 187, Tio Nason, and Wanje.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. That song is heavy.
Songs heavy.
That song is heavy. Um, the celebration of life is so powerful in both that teaser and in this trailer of T'Challa. It's an ode to Chadwick and it's an ode to the character T'Challa. But we know it's for Chadwick. They put that mural up of him,
Yeah.
and
So they put that in the teaser and in this one too. So
right,
it was big.
it's so huge that we really have to it's an emotional piece. It's
Yeah.
an emotional piece, and this is like a love letter to him. You know, to say goodbye and to celebrate him. And I think they did such an excellent job just in this alone. I mean, this thing cannot fail. It can't fail.
It can't. It can't.
This is gonna be a blockbuster in every sense of the word, and I believe that
This is what everyone's gonna be talking about.
yeah,
This is this
this is gonna
that
be it
people are
for
gonna
the
be talking. They're gonna be talking about this after watching it.
right.
So I mean,
Um, now
people, it's probably gonna make everybody like cry.
yeah,
It might make me cry by the time when I watch it.
yeah. I mean, I mean I got emotional looking at the
Yeah,
teaser when it first
yeah.
came out. I sat
But
there
look at the
and
trailer. It got me more emotional too.
yeah, yeah. They both were so. I mean, and then they went back and they reshot some things and but when Namor says those words, only the most broken people can be great leaders. I believe he is trying to.
Help, like help.
Now
Uh,
he's right. I think at first he was your antagonist, but at the same time now, I believe at that point he realizes that we're two of the same kind. We both have something in common. We both have we're committed to our people. And for you to be a leader, you know, you had to go through something like he did.
right. Yeah.
And I think this is going to be all a part of that transition
Right.
for that new Panther
Yeah.
of this particular iteration that we're going to be looking at.
Right.
And I can accept it for at this point. I mean, I'm of the camp of, like I said, I want this story to continue of T'Challa, but I'm willing to deal with um, the loss of Chadwick in this way and handle it like this. I'm all for it. I'm
Right.
all for us going through this transition as well as they are going through this transition. They were like a family when they made that first one. Everyone was, this was a labor of love and of black love, and I think that
It's gonna bring more of that too. It's gonna bring more of that.
exactly. I mean, there was a lot of unity
And
around the world.
you know, I feel like in the movie, there's gonna be a moment in the scene where they just gonna sit down and reflect, and I feel like they're gonna go to like a moment or like a flashback with the child of
Yeah,
what they did, man.
I know. That's going to set me off right there.
Yeah, yeah,
That's going to set me
yeah.
off. I
I'm
know
gonna, I'm
that.
gonna, I'm gonna have to step out of the theater for a quick second to,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be rough, man. But I mean,
Can't believe he's gone, man.
yeah, I know. I mean, it's been a beautiful experience. Uh, for us, we can go away from it for a minute and let's talk about Chadwick. That this brother, he did, he put his heart into all of those roles that he played, and for
Yeah,
him, uh, James Brown, um, he played Jackie Robinson in
right,
42. That was one of my
right.
favorite movies.
42
Um,
was 42 was dope.
yeah, that was really
42
something.
was dope.
A lot of emotion in that movie. Um, he played he played the Chief Justice um,
Never
before
heard.
he, huh?
I never heard of that one.
You didn't know about that one?
No, I don't. I didn't know about that one.
Oh man,
He did
Thurgood.
good.
It was Thurgood Marshall, but I think it was just called Marshall.
Right.
I think it was called Marshall. Um, he played him before he became a chief justice. He played him as a
Okay.
lawyer.
Right.
He was a civil rights lawyer, a civil
Oh,
rights
oh.
attorney.
I know what you're talking about. I know what
Yeah,
you're
so it
talking
was
about.
back in the day before he
Right.
became long before he became a chief justice. He used to go around the country and do pro bono work to help blacks who were being set up for these trials and so forth
Right.
for the NAACP. So, but it was he was quite a gentleman. He worked through his pain. He worked through his sickness. Um, he had a lot of class, a lot of dignity. Um,
I wish he could have pulled through what he had to go through.
I know, I
I wish
know.
he. I wish he. Survived from. You know,
Yeah, man. I mean,
if he did, man, if he did, he would have definitely done this. He would have been in
oh
this
my
black.
gosh, yes,
I feel like the whole trailer and stuff about
yeah,
Black Panther would have been a whole different thing
yeah. It would have had a whole
with
nother
him there.
vibe. It would have had a whole
You
nother
know,
vibe.
it would be
Um,
it would have been more than emotional than like, geez, this is about to be crazy.
right, right, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He would have killed it.
yeah. I mean, because he put his all into all of his roles, man.
Yeah,
He was quite an actor. He was quite a person. Um,
wish I met that cat, man.
Rest in peace to him, man. A lot of blessings for his family.
Yes,
Um, I'm looking forward to where to go. Um,
now the big question
yeah.
is this going to be the end of Black Panther, or will it be another one after this? You
No,
know,
I believe they're gonna
or
eventually uh, bring Black Panther T'Challa out of the multiverse.
oh
I believe he'll come from another Earth in the multiverse. Um, and like the Spider-Man, there was three of them
yeah,
in one
yeah,
movie.
yes.
I think that I think a Black Panther from another Earth will come
So something similar to Spider Man,
right
Far From Home.
come into the MCU,
Right.
and he I mean, and that's going to be emotional.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
going to be emotional because the actual replacement T'Challa will be here, and I believe that they're going to
What?
have to go in that direction
So
because the
what?
character has so many stories to tell.
Right.
That's why there are people out there who want um, a recasting of the character because there are you want representation in film.
Right.
That's the main thing. We have to have people on screen that represent, our people. And T'Challa was like one of our first really dynamite superheroes. I mean, and it was on every level. We talking about a country, a prince, a king. Then he becomes a king, and this was like showing us who, show them who we are. He was showing all of
He
us,
proved everybody. He
right,
proved
who
everybody.
and who we are, and who where we came from as people. You know, we came from royalty. We came from wealth. You know, they
Yes.
took us out of that
Help.
country,
He helped the whole country. He helped everything towards like
and
the
then
end.
when he opened, that's what happened when he opened up the world to knowing what
Right.
Wakanda had. This is what starts that snowball where people are start trying to come and take what you have, and
That's and that's and that's
that's what the
what.
colonizers do.
Yeah. I mean, that's what how when Killmonger was
Right,
was doing,
right,
trying to
exactly.
take all
That the resources
the resources
right,
and the technologies of their suits and everything.
right, and the
Um
weapons, of course,
and the weapon.
the
Because
weapons were
they're all made of vibranium.
right,
Everything is made of vibranium. So
right,
that's how it was, and he got it back, helped the whole like it. Ooh,
and that's where I said that's where the I believe that the parallels will come in with Namor and his people because that meteor that came and hit Africa
yeah.
also I believe it split and it split and part of that vibranium is in Tulakan.
You think the vibranium's still in this movie?
It's also in it's also in his with his people. They
Okay,
have vibranium.
right. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, so
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be having people and all these different countries trying to steal it from them as
Right,
well.
right.
So this is why they're going to come together. I think that's why they're going to come together eventually. I mean, but somebody's trying to pit them against each other and get the vibranium from both of them.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see how
Yes.
that all the dynamic comes together, how they figure out you know their differences and move forward. So I'm looking forward to
Forward to that.
I'm looking forward to everybody that's coming back. I look forward to the new characters with Namor.
I'm definitely looking forward to
I'm
all the
looking
new.
forward to Ironheart.
Yes.
You know, with Riri, Dominic Thorne, Tina Huerta, and oh man, it's gonna be it's gonna be a wonderful gift to the people. And Ramonda,
Ramonda.
the queen.
Yes. Yes. And in the she said a powerful message in the teaser.
Oh, at the UN.
Yeah,
Yes,
that hit me.
yes.
I
Oh,
couldn't really remember what she specifically said, but
right.
it. Ooh man, she was so emotional in that joint.
Yeah, yeah,
I love the painting of Chadwick, man.
yeah. It's beautiful.
Whoever the artist was that made that definitely did a great job in that.
Hmm.
Um, great job. I think
I'm gonna take you back.
this
We're gonna
whole
take a look at it
cast,
real quick.
yeah,
Want to see what
definitely did a
she had
great
to
job.
say when she at the
I
UN.
think
Hmm.
look at them, look at them, the clothing of that man.
Yeah,
I think it's after this part.
that's beautiful.
I have something to say about that after we watch.
All right.
That you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That part, man.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
Okay, so with the part with when they were holding the child,
Right. That's him. That's Namor.
that's Namor.
That was Namor when he was born because he is a mutant. That's why he has those wings on his ankles.
Is that why after that scene they show him walking out the water?
Right, as a little boy first,
Oh, right.
and then as an older man.
Wow. Because I was getting ready to say if that wasn't him, I feel like that baby probably be someone another Black Panther in the upcoming. You
Nah,
know.
that was Namor.
Wow.
That was Namor. That was him at birth, and they
It's
looked at him and they saw the wings on his ankles, and that's why they call him Kukla Khan, Kukul Khan, the feather serpent god,
right.
and that's why he wears the headdress. And those paintings that he was etching on the walls when they were doing, he was doing those paintings on that mural there. That was of the deity Kukla Khan, the feather serpent god. That's what the Mayans believed in real life.
Yeah.
They were, and that's why I dig about Ryan Coogler. He tries to authenticate as much as possible into the storyline to bring some quality to it. You know, so this is gonna be epic, man. This is gonna be epic.
This joint is tight. This
It's
is
coming
tight.
soon.
It's tight.
It's coming November 11th. Um, and it's gonna be tight, like you
A
said.
month from tomorrow, man.
Yeah, yeah. So let's get ready. Um,
This joint is tight. I like how in the village they all wear the white clothing
right.
to give
That's
tribute
right.
to Chadwick
Yeah, T'Challa. It's a
T'Challa.
celebration. It's a celebration of life, and in their world, it's a celebration of
Of
life.
life.
So you don't wear black at that time. You're celebrating life. You wear white,
Right.
and that's all good. I'm looking forward to it. Um,
But you see how the moment where Zuri was sitting down, she was just crying.
yeah, yeah,
That's how I was talking about. Of there's probably gonna be a moment where they they just gonna reflect on what T'Challa did, man.
right. Yeah, it's gonna
So
happen. It's gonna be rough, man.
yeah,
It's gonna be rough.
I gotta get my tissues prepared.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta get my tissues prepared for that one because
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, yeah. So, listen, man. We got it. We got
also
yes, yeah,
I looked at the cast, man.
yeah,
I realized UFC champion Kamaru Usman is in it.
yes, yes. I saw that. I saw that. I saw him in there.
So I'm wondering what his part is gonna be on in the movie.
Yes, 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 yes. I did see him in there. Um,
Everett Ross is back.
oh yes, definitely.
I
Gotta
was
have
I
Ross.
I was I remember asking if he's gonna be on there.
Right. I wasn't sure at the time, but then I was like, wait a second.
Yeah,
I think I saw Ross in the trailer.
yeah.
So yeah, if definitely he's back.
Yeah, so yeah, man. Looking forward to this, man. Looking
Yeah.
forward to it. Well, folks, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Sorry for the delay, the technical difficulties, and we're back. We're
We're
back.
back. We are back. Please like and subscribe
Yes,
to our channel.
yes,
And we hope that you enjoy the episode. And we hope that you enjoy the movie November 11th. Go out and see it. and leave some comments. And we want to get back to you as soon as possible with a new episode. But we definitely want to enjoy. Um, we want to enjoy Wakanda forever, and I look forward to doing something after we go and watch it.
Yeah, we'll definitely give you
We're
guys a
going to do it. We're
we're
going
definitely gonna give you guys a
a
recap.
recap on that for sure.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
so
Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a blessed day, and we out.
we're out.
Peace.
Be blessed.
Be blessed.
Peace.